So all this time on Britney Spears and what's going on with her since her conservatorship and what I think, I've been more or less undecided, you could say. I still think even if she wasn't in the best mental state, she should be able to control her own money. I'm not going to walk that back, and I think she should be free to do what she wants. Especially since there are probably a lot worse people out there with mental states running around with their own money and that kind of thing. So that's not what this is. But there's one side of the fence that's kind of agreeing with her family, at least in the fact that, well, she might not be all there. It's been quite a while now since she's been released from this contract, this control, and I'm kind of thinking, what has she done? So, when she first got out of it, she made some Instagram videos 2 years ago, something like that, dancing around, acting silly, acting crazy. And some people were like, oh, it's just her. She's happy, whatever. It doesn't matter. And I was, pretty much in that boat. I thought it was kind of strange, but basically I was like, yeah, let her do what she wants. But now that some time's passed and this is all that she's doing, well, now I gotta think for a second. If she was in a good mental state, couldn't she have made an album? Made some kind of product? Anything. I mean, you could say on one hand she's rich enough just to retire, but that's generally not what people do, even at her status. She's 41, and generally people keep on working. There's really not too many examples of a huge celebrity just kind of quitting at 41. That's why I'm now leaning towards, yeah, she might have some kind of a mental condition. I can't play this whole clip, but this is her latest little dance. I can go through it frame by frame, and you get the idea. I mean, look, she just looks a little bit strange here. Her faces she's making don't really look like she's totally in control, planning it, just trying to be funny. It really does look like something's going on there. Especially these right here, she's just looking like really crazily into the camera. And like I said, if she had some kind of an album out or a brand, if she was being productive and this was her crazy time once in a while, I'd be like, okay, let it go. But it seems like, unless I've missed something, this is all she's doing. So it does make me wonder now. And if you're in the camp of leave Britney alone, which is a age-old phrase that's been around for like decades, well, she's got millions of followers, and when she does things like this, well, it can influence people. So it's not like something that got stolen from her and she doesn't want people to see this. It's private. This is what she's putting out there to the world. So, as someone with millions of followers, I think she's got some kind of a small responsibility to, act sane. But sure, it's her freedom to do so. She could do what she wants. There is just that angle about the influence. It's not a one-punch knockout. I know there's something to be said about letting someone do what they want to do, but I think most of her fans are there for, or were there for, her music. So that's what I'm thinking is the weirdest thing that stopped. Unless she made an album I missed. I could be wrong. I don't exactly follow that kind of music, but I don't think so. I think I would have heard about it. This one's getting around a bit. The US we all grew up in, the US we now live in. Well, I haven't been back to the US in about 18 years or so, or not for more than like 3 days, so I can't quite say, but I'll give it a heart and I'll take your word for it. Here's one more, similar, and you get a similar heart. There's one more that says quite a little bit. There's something behind those eyes, they look hollow. Someone that matters to her needs to check on her often. It seems like she always wears the same outfit and underwear. I'm not trying to criticize her, but I think she's a woman that experienced trauma growing up, which is possible. Hey, look, I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm not saying it's intentional as far as exactly how she's acting. I'm just saying, at 41, what are you doing with your time? You've got a lot of opportunity to make money, to advance yourself. Why are you just dancing crazy on Instagram? If you disagree with me in some way and say something like, leave her alone, she's okay, well, then explain it to me. What the hell is she doing? Once you've sold your soul, praying isn't going to help much. Just protect your children at all costs. Free Britney, free Britney, control Britney. Well, there's a meme that gets a heart. If Uncle Fester had a daughter, no heart for that. Kind of weird. All right. So as you can see, these comments that are mostly, I wouldn't even say insultive. I mean, kind of, but most of them are kind of concerned. They're just saying, like, what happened here? Meh, who cares? She's not bothering anyone else. Get the ones bothering kids and supporting terrorists instead. Not going to argue with that. It's not like anyone should be going after Britney for doing this. It's not a crime, but I wouldn't exactly put it like that. Because, like I said, she's got a lot of influence. She's got millions and millions of followers. If this was private, if this was stolen, if she didn't want this to get out, then she wouldn't be bothering anyone. But this is what she's putting out there for the public and millions of people on her Instagram account, plus the media and other big accounts like Clownlord here, who's got a million, who's going to pick it up and amplify it. Anyway, that's what I think. Look, if she does something productive, starts a company, makes an album, even writes a book, well, doubtful she'd write it herself, but something, all right, I'll consider my stance. But for now, yeah, seems a little strange. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad. We're done here for now. See you next time.